Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Holoyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwath that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, and verse 15. It says, Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. That's a reason why the Most High said for us to do so. Because the enemies that surround us do not have our best interests in mind when it comes to laws and politics and so forth and so on. But the majority of the Most High's people are blind and quite literally stupid, right? And that's according to the word of the Most High. And go to the book of Jeremiah. What's that? Chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children, right? And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And so, let me see, Jeremiah 4:22. Book of Jeremiah. Chapter 4 and verse 22. I'm in the blue letter, interlinear, and I'm looking up the word sottish.
Strong's H 5530. Sachal. Sachal.
All right, Sachal says fool. Right? Let me see. Foolish. Matter of fact, let me look up this word. Sottish. Sottish definition. Says, what does the word sottish in the Bible mean? Foolish, stupid. Right? The word literally means stupid. Right? Let me see. Sottish definition in Merriam-Webster. Doltish, stupid, resembling a sot drunken. So the majority of the Most High's people are, quite frankly, stupid. They keep believing in a dream, a false narrative. They keep believing in the game that the devil keep pushing their way, thinking that this place is going to get better for whatever reason. Right? So they continue on in the system. Right? And ultimately they're being made a fool of. Right? And in this instance, I'm more so speaking towards the voting system, but just in general. Right? So many of the Most High people say they believe in the word, but they don't like following the word for real. Especially the women, man. Right? The Akwath, man, the sisters. I ain't talking about the sisters that are sincerely in this truth. Right? The sisters, they really don't want to follow the word like that for real. because they've been so brainwashed by this world, right, to believe that a man's supposed to act a certain way for them, and that ain't in the scriptures nowhere. None of our forefathers acted like that, with the exception of one. His name was Samson. Right? Samson tried to please the women in his life, and what happened to him? Right? The one on Delilah, right? The Most High gave him his hair, told him don't cut it. That was the source of his strength, right? But it was really, you know what I'm saying? It was Yahweh by Shemai shot in the spirit that was in Samson, given to him by Yahweh, right? And the obedience that he had to not put a razor to his head, right? But when he gave that over to that female, because that female went crying to him, because that female said, hey, do you really love me? If you love me, you would tell me this, right? That reflects the majority of the women of Yasharallah in Babylon, man, and really around the world, right? And this ain't personally about women. This about all the Yasharallah that behave in a sottish way. Understand your enemy, man. And understand your enemy will go through great lengths to keep your mind destroyed, right? So that they can stay on top. So let me let this video play. I'll be back.
Do you guys know that every single president in U.S. history is related to one king?
What?
What are you talking about? This is where it gets crazy. This man, Harold Brooks Baker, he did all this study on U.S. presidents and royal lineage. He had this theory that the presidents weren't voted in by the people, but they were actually selected based on royal bloodline. So, 13 or so years ago, this 12-year-old girl, for her 7th grade project, with the help of her grandparents, went down the lineage of each president, and they all connected to one man.
Weird.
All their lineage traced back to King John from the House of Plantagenet.
How is that possible?
And there's a folklore around the House of Plantagenet that they were actually descendants from a demon.
Descendants from a demon. Ain't that song? All along with descendants from Esau, Edom. Alright? And those blue bloods, which are basically incest babies. Right? But that's just a small portion of the deception that this devil brings to the world, that the world of Yasharallah continues to fall for. Right? Among others, man. Like, we ain't even gonna get on your entertainment, your different TV shows, your news channels, so forth and so on, that our people watch and don't question. They just feel like everything that they're seeing is really how it should be. Right? And like I said, I'm speaking to those that ain't in this truth for real, for real. If you're in the truth for real, you understand it's all a game. So you selective with what you invite into your spirit through these different entertainment venues. But for an individual that is sottish, they'll watch something, I don't know, like a TMZ. Right? Watch something having to deal with celebrities in real life, think that's real. Not understanding the game. They'll watch something like a CNN, the different political debates, and believe that that's the actual truth. Right? But those of us that are in the know, we understand, question everything, man. Damn sure don't be believing what a celebrity got to say about a damn thing. Because did this, right? Celebrities, when they first off become a celebrity, they real life sign their life over. Do you understand what that means? That means that no part of their life is theirs anymore. From them even having to go outside and go to a store or something like that. Paparazzi got to be called. They got to be dressed a certain way. They may link up with another celebrity to create some kind of story to promote whatever, because this certain individual's career may be on the downside. Right? And he linked in with certain people. certain people, and they making sure that this person stay relevant, pushing this person on the TV show with some kind of wild ass story. But like I said, man, it's all made up. All right? Understand this devil, man. And that's also why the Most High is exposing this devil for that simple fact alone, so that the Most High people can understand this devil is a deceiver. He's a liar. Right? And if the devil is telling you to act a certain way, hey man, question it. Right? Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. And that time is soon, because we seeing everything that's happening on this earth. Those of us that have eyes to see and ears to hear. Can't stress that enough, man. Right? And I know it's hard because you may be around individuals that ain't dealing with the spirit like that. And you just got to take it. But guess what, though? It's a payment at the end of your suffering. It's a payment for you standing tall in this truth, no matter what. It's a payment for you believing in the word of the Most High and standing firm in that, no matter what, no matter who's around you, no matter who's in your life that's trying to pull you opposite. It's a payment for it, man. And it's a payment for them doing what they doing too. Right? And it damn sure a payment for Esau Edom. Right? But like I said, man, gotta make sure you understand what time it is as it pertains to your enemy, man. This devil does everything he possibly can to make sure that you stay sottish. Right? Judah chapter 5 and verse 20, it says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people and they sin against their God. Now, we just read the law that said we ain't supposed to put nobody over us with the exception of our brethren. And really, if you want to really get into that, that's really talking about the elect of the elect, the person that God chose. And it says it in the verse. Whoever Yahweh chose to be over us, that's who we elect to be over us. Right? But we living in this world, man, in this wicked ass society. Right? I'm gonna read it again. It says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Yahweh defend them and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. You think the enemies of today don't know this information? Of course they do. That's why your TV is what it is. That's why the TV shows is what it is. That's why the commercials are what they are. That's why your social media is what it is. That's why everything is how it is. Because as long as they got your mind and can control it, then they got you. And it's going to lead all the way up until that moment of decision. Well, you're gonna have to make a decision, man, whether you trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai wholly or you just faking the phone. Because the Most High gonna make it so. You seen, like being real, you seen little instances of it throughout your life, as long as you've been in this truth. Right? And really throughout your life, period, you've seen little instances where the Most High put you in a position to where you either going to believe in his word or not. Right? But it's going to ultimately lead to that final decision. Right? Revelation 13 decision. Are you going to really trust in the Lord? Or are you going to trust in man? Right? Let me go to the book of Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10, and I leave with this, man. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Straight like that. Alright, so with that, man, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Holoyam La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Haracha Kodash, Shalom Yasha Allah. Right. Also, let me speak this. I probably should have said it from the jump. Right. But I'm invoking, let me see, the copyright. What is it? That copyright law. Actual slot, right? 1 second. Yo, Salak, I'm evoking the copyright law of the Fair Use Act, right? Of I believe 1976. Right, just in case these folk try to throw strikes, because that's something else we need to be looking out for too. Famine of the word. Can't say everything you want to say. You can't use all information that you want to, because this devil is real life cracking down on the truth. Right? Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. All right, so, hey, shalom, y'all, shalom.